we're back with Bath City and our non-League 2 legend save. Turns out, we're actually quite good. Hello guys, and welcome back to our non-League to legend save, where we start at the bottom of non-league football and attempt to go on and win the Champions League. Today we've got two matches for you. That's going to be the FA Cup second qualifying round against #United. I apologise in advance if you are a #United fan, but that's a very bizarre logo and name. Never heard of him before. We are away at #United and the name baffles me. We've also got our second game in the league against Maidstone. Since you're last with me, a few things have happened. We've had some transfer business, which I will show you now. We've brought in two new players. The first one is Lawrence Wooten, who is a central midfielder. He's English, 21 years old. We're probably most likely going to play him as the deep line playmaker when we do play him. And actually his attributes for that, his technical ones at least, 14 for first touch, 13 for passing. They're quite decent. He's a good backup player. Up until now, he's been a Cardiff player, never really played for them in the Championship or the Premier Division, but he's now with us in the Vanarama South. He's going to be our backup to our midfield too. We've also got Callum Taylor, who comes in as a backup goalkeeper. He's not quite ready for first team football yet. He's, according to this, regional Premier Division standard, but he could grow into a decent player. He's another one. He's been at Southend in League 2. Got one game there in his career. But looking at this, he has got some decent potential. So he's nice. He's just sat there as a backup on the bench, or not even on the bench. He's in the team now. On the outside, Ryan Harley, the player I said at the start of the season that I probably wouldn't sell. He was earning 300 quid a week that we wanted to free up in the wage budget. And realistically, not doing a huge amount. And at 36... somebody's coming for him. Billericay, who are actually in our league, came in for him, and he's now over there getting some game time. So good luck to him. On another note, the board have allowed me to go on a coaching course. So we're on our way to being a good qualified manager and winning that Champions League in episode 3 already. We are studying for a National B license, and our attributes are still awful. Our tactical 6, so thumbs up to that. Talking of thumbs up, guys, as always, a bit of housekeeping. If you do enjoy the episode, please do drop a like down below on it. It really does help out the channel. It's probably one of the best things you can do for a YouTuber. Drop likes on it, and that helps YouTube know it's a video that you enjoy and other people might enjoy too. And it chucks it out to a few more people than it normally would. So it'd be really helpful. If you're new around here, just getting started with this channel and haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the notification bell and you won't miss any part of this series or any other uploads we make for the channel. For now though, that's enough of the boring stuff, I guess. We have got our match against #United. I do quickly need to add a couple more substitutes though. So this is the team that's going to be facing #United, and realistically we should be getting a win here. This is a team I've used for most of the season so far. It's Scott in goal. We've got a back four of Taylor, Okocha, Alan or maybe Steve and Moore. James and Smith in the centre of midfield. Freer out on the left, Fletcher out on the right, Cook and McGriff up front. It's not McGriff, it's McGiff, but we move. He's getting called McGriff today. Alan or maybe Steve, 7.88 rating so far. 4.5 potential 5-star ability. He's definitely been a good signing. I can't remember how much we're paying him. £220 on a part-time contract. So he's been very good. And hopefully he continues to be good in this game and you guys can all see exactly what I'm talking about. Now though, let's get on with the match. Let's go motivate the team. Tell them that we're going to rip #United apart and it's going to be #ruined. Haha. I apologise for the awful joke, but let's at least, actually pump up the team. Get them to go out. Hopefully have a good run in the FA Cup here. FA Cup runs absolutely brilliant, at least for club finances at this level. We're not expected to go on and win it by any means, but even having a run, if you can draw, if you can get to the third round, that's fantastic because you can start in Premier League teams. But even like the first round for someone like us, if we can draw, I don't know, a Sky Bet League One or a Championship team, fantastic. And we started off pretty well here. It's the 4th minute. McGiff has just scored, but it's actually been disallowed. So it's big ball forward. It's knocked on by Cook into the path of McGiff. He slots it home. Referee comes back. No VAR at this level, but that did look offside, admittedly. So probably the right decision on this occasion. One thing about this team that we are doing well, that we were possibly missing quite a lot with our Arsenal save, which if you haven't watched, go and have a look at that. It was a good fun beta save, our rebuilding Arsenal save. You can go and have a look and see how we did on that one. We were struggling massively with possession. We don't seem to struggle with possession at this club, and we are in the middle of a highlight. But yeah, the main thing I've got different on here is straight from the start of the season, we don't pass into space, or we pass to feet, or very much in front. McGiff scores again, and it's been disallowed for the 2nd time. That one, I mean, I'm biased, but benefit of the doubt, was it offside? Possibly. McGiff now getting frustrated that he's going to put the ball in the back of the net. If he puts it in the back of the net 3 times, he'll only have 1 goal instead of a hat-trick. Hashtag United doing their best here is just to make us offside for the entire game. Definitely playing an offside trap. Hopefully we can actually go and get a legitimate goal that counts at some point. We're way ahead in terms of possession. They're getting shots in. They've only got 1 on target though. We're definitely the better team. It's just whether we can actually go and score a goal. It's a corner here from Free into Alan or maybe Steve. Can't quite get that header on target though. That's unfortunate. That would have been a good time to score a goal just before the end of the first half. But we actually seem to be making things a bit more difficult than I thought they would be against hashtag United. I'm happy with the amount of shots on target though, guys. Let's just keep going out, keep ploughing forward, and eventually we'll get a goal. It's another corner from Free here into Cook this time. Cook unable to put it on target either. If we were able to get a few more of those on target, it would be very beneficial. Hashtag United now. They've got their corner. We need to clear this one. We don't clear this one. Ty Reid there scoring a goal against us, and that kind of changes the tie because it's going to be very embarrassing and pretty bad for our finances overall if we don't progress from this tie. So we're going to demand more from the team, and I'm tempted actually straight away. We've been so dominant. Let's go attacking. Let's at least get a goal, and we'll move Freer onto a winger on attack role rather than on a support role because he's a good player. Hopefully he can pop up, support those strikers a bit more with some shots on target and a couple of goals or a goal or something rather than just some crosses. Because at the moment, every time we put a cross in, we're offside apparently. We have got 65 minutes on the clock now though, and it's probably time for some changes. McGiff, despite his 2 disallowed goals, not having the best game of his career. So we're going to put Fletcher there. And we'll bring on Omar Holness on this side. He's actually got a couple of assists when he's come on as a substitute in the last couple of games. Hopefully he could come on and do the same here. And we've had a ridiculous amounts of shots here, but no goals. And we're now coming up to the 75th minute and still getting no highlights. And it's beginning to become a bit worrying. It's looking less like Christmas and more like, oh dear. We probably are going to come out this tight. We'll do that. We'll put Gehring on instead just for his set piece threat, I think. So let's just move these round. So now we've got our corners aiming at Gehring. And yeah, we'll do that. So now the corners are aiming at Gehring, I think, on both sides. Yes, they are. And hopefully we can go and get a late goal here. Alex Fletcher looking like he's given everything. Well, too bad. I've already made the substitution, so unlucky for you. It's the last few minutes of the game. We're going to encourage the team. We've changed to very attacking here. This is going to be very frustrating if we lose here. We need a very late goal and someone to pop up. It's the 92nd minute. Are we going to get any highlight here? We have got a highlight, but it's hashtag United's way. This is what I get for mocking their name and their club crest, isn't it? They've come here and just sat back, absorbed pressure. Our finishing has been poor at best, because 13 shots on target against a team of this level, I would expect us to be winning, but instead we're going to lose 2-0. Ignore what I said in the intro about us being quite good. As it turns out, maybe we're not, and we've lost 2-0. I'm not happy with that. Can we thrash arms about? Let's thrash our arms about and tell them we're disappointed with their performance today, because that's atrocious, really. All in all, that is poor. Very poor. We've got some trial players coming in, as you can see there. We're now going to have annoyed the club, because we were meant to reach the first round of the FA Cup and we failed in the first possible game. So, not great. Let's get over to that next game then, shall we? So, despite that embarrassing loss against #United, we have stuck with the same team going forward for this match against Maidstone, and hopefully these guys can do a little bit better than they did last time. Not that we play badly. What we really need is to put some goals in the back of the net to match our XG and otherwise complete dominance. The only thing we didn't dominate in that last match really was the scoreline. Other than that, we were pretty good, really. We'll go with that again. We're doing well and we're on a good run. We're going to completely ignore what just happened. In the league, we haven't lost yet. We've had one draw, I believe, and we haven't yet lost in the league, I don't think. Although I could be lying. Maybe we did. We'll go back and check that in a minute. We have been doing pretty well, though, although in the first minute, the first highlight is a corner for Maidstone. We've managed to clear that one out to Booty. He's struck a goal from the corner of the box, and I'm not really sure how Scott is letting that one in. That's such a weird angle for him to score from, really. Booty there picking up the clearance from the ball. It's into someone just inside the box, and it's snuck in at the near post, and that's really not the start we wanted here. And they're coming forward again. Taylor managed to get his head to it. Freer has now passed it forward to McGiff. McGiff back to Freer. Can Freer make a bit of a run forward here, get to the byline maybe? He's passed it back to James, who's played it out wide into the centre for Smith. Back out wide to Moore. Smith again here, and we're just working the ball nicely here, keeping hold of it, waiting for the opportunity to present itself. Alan or maybe Steve now. Back to James again in the centre of the park. They've played a nice 1-2 there. He's turned, managed to get to McGiff, into Cook. Cook into Fletcher. Fletcher hits the post and it goes wide. I mean, that was some decent build-up play from us, really. We've kept hold of that pretty well. But again, end product not quite there. Ebbsfleet now overtaking us at top of the league on goal difference, but they also have a game in hand because we're playing our extra game now. That big clearance has only gone as far as Moore, though. Moore coming forward with the ball now, crossing to McGiff, can't get to it. It's cut out by their defender, but again only cleared as far as our defence, and we can start once again just to build from the back. Referee slightly getting in the way there, never mind. Fletcher, can he get a cross in? Holds up the ball. No, he cuts it back. That's an awful pass. I'd rather at that point just got a cross, but that's a good tackle from Smith, living up to his ball-winning midfielder title in that centre of midfield. Freer here now. He's got no one on him for the moment. Cross from the byline into Cook, into Fletcher. Fletcher knocks it home on the stroke of 10 minutes. On the stroke of 10 minutes, it's been 10.5 minutes, really. But either way, Fletcher's scored. That's better build-up play. The fact there that no one on their team picked up Freer and just allowed him to get a free cross into the box, and Cooks just nodded it down for Fletcher to tap home. That's the joy of having Fletcher over on that right side as well. That's happened a couple of times this season, is because he's a natural goal scorer, because his best position is striker. He can put him away if presented with the chance, and we've hit the crossbar there. And Maidstone have had to just wallop that one back out the ground for a corner on the opposite side. Freer to take this one as well into the head of Cook, but none of our players are getting near that, and it's gone forward to Solomon, the Maidstone player, who scored against us last time, and they've just passed it outside of the pitch. I mean, I don't really know what they were trying to do there. They played about as well as we did then. Hey ho, never mind. Solomon now with a free kick from range. Scott getting his hands to it. Safe hands from Tommy Scott. Shame he couldn't have done safe hands with the first goal. But hey, I guess you can't save them all. Big clearance from Scott there, completely ignoring my instructions to play it to his defence. But McGiff has made something of it. Forward to Freer now. Freer into the box. There's no one there really. Cook's there, but nowhere near the cross. But we have managed to recycle possession still. James now, oh, what is our passing today? Or their passing, because they've just passed it straight to Fletcher as well. Fletcher, once again, it's a really long highlight. Fletcher now, he's going to attempt make a cross in. He's made a cross in to Freer. Freer knocks it down to McGiff, and McGiff taps it home for his 5th of the season. And we are now ahead for the first time of this episode. McGiff finally getting the goal that he's been so desperately trying to get to show you guys at home. This seems to be working quite well though. We're sort of aiming for the far post and the goalkeeper follows it. Freer just nods it down to the player the other side of the goalkeeper for them to tap home. So that does seem to be, I've got both my wingers aiming for the far post. That does seem to be working, and Alan or maybe Steve has now scored his 2nd goal of the season off of a corner. Now we're back into this tie, and this is a bit more what we've been playing like off camera. It's a ball just into that near post for Alan or maybe Steve to nod home. It hangs up in the air. He gets his head to it. And their goalkeeper really didn't stand a chance once he's done that. They've got a free kick just outside the box though. And it's just a low ball into Regan Booty. I didn't realise that's who it was. Into Regan Booty for him to just smack past Scott. And Scott's, I don't know. He's 4-star ability. He doesn't act like it. I mean, what was that attempt? He shot the ball straight at the goalkeeper and it's still gone in. I mean, he pretty much gifted you a save there. We're lucky that we're actually quite good up front. Much like this, McGiff into Cook there. Cook just slides that one home calm as you like. It's now 4-2 in this half, in this tie after just half an hour. It's been 6 goals. Again, if you're in the crowd, you're one of the spectators. Oof. It's a nice game to see. Cook there, this first time to McGiff, who passes it back to him for him to run forward and slot it calmly past the goalkeeper. We are ahead in the tie, I guess, so I can't be too mad. But yeah, Scott's goalkeeping antics do worry me a little bit. I don't really know what I think of him yet. I think if he continues letting in stupid goals like that, I'm going to have to think about getting a better goalkeeper. The problem is actually finding one. That save is nice, but then I don't feel like it's a difficult save to make. That clearance is, again, the epitome of a big oof, but Cook's managed to control it and get a shot on target there. Their goalkeeper more than equal to it, so nothing's come of it, but we've got a corner, so something might come of it yet. Freer into Cook this time. Cook not quite managing to get his head to that ball. I might have to change the corners because I've not yet seen Cook actually get his head to one of them, and the highlights just finished, so I assume we did nothing of that. James with a big throw into the box, but their keeper comes out and claims that one, and given this is a highlight, I can only assume they're gonna go up the other end now. Huge clearance for Nares, their goalkeeper, out to that wing. And Like's got it just... Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting cross, just straight against our player. Cook's got the ball now. Back to Fletcher, back to Cook again. Out to Smith. Alan or maybe Steve. James pings it out wide to Freer, who holds the ball up. Back to Taylor. To James now again. And we're just, again, this is very much our build-up play. It's either big long balls forward or, jeez, it's either big long balls forward or very short passes like that. That was a bit of a ambitious shot, but it almost came off. Corner again from Freer here. Miles over the bar, that one though. That one's not even remotely looking like it's going in. We are running Maidstone a little bit ragged now, though. 18 shots in this first half for us. 8 on target. Good amount of XG, as you can see from the XG map here. We are definitely ahead. The only worry is they've scored 2 goals from an XG of 0.26. That is not ideal. It's definitely less than ideal. And not exactly what we'd want from our defence. We've got another corner here, though, into Cook's head again. Again, Cook's just not done anything with that corner. So I think we need to look on our corner tactic after this match, see where Cook is, and probably move him and put someone else there, because it's a lot of wasted opportunities. I don't mind you not scoring off a corner. You can't score everyone, but at least attempt to get your head to it. To McGiff here, McGiff trying to hit this guy over here somewhere, who was he's like over here somewhere in the spectators. Never mind, it was a shot, I guess. Another throw in from us here for James. He throws it into Cook. Cook has got his head to that. That was an interesting goal. Cook to Alan or maybe Steve. Oh, it's been ruled out for offside. That's annoying. Cook over to Alan or maybe Steve to tap it in for Taylor. But yeah, both of them actually were offside. Other than that, it was actually quite a nicely worked corner. I quite enjoyed that one. Offside though, not so much. I prefer if we when we do score a goal, we're actually, you know, able to count it. I think we've had now, is that 3 goals offside this episode? Good save there from Scott. Again, I don't know. He seems to save those ones quite well. If there's a bit of pace on the ball, it just seems to go past him now. On the 65th minute, I think we all make at least one substitution. I am seeing that obviously Tom Smith is on a yellow card. We're going to bring on Woolton here. He plays quite well when he comes on. Highlight for us, again, no. Cook back out to Smith. Smith just holding it up. Lloyd James now. Cook over to Fletcher. Fletcher turns, makes his way into the box, out to the byline. He does get a cross in, and we fumbled it home. Elliot Freer here, his second goal of the season. Just kind of knocking that in with some part of his body. I'm not entirely sure it was his foot. That's a good turn by Fletcher though. Fletcher just managing to make his way over to the byline and then hit a really low cross there. It was his foot for Freer. I thought it might have been some other protruding body part that he'd knocked it in with. But 5-2 now, considering at one point we were 1-0 down. It's not a bad result all in all. We have got some tired legs now though. Alan or maybe Steve, we're going to take him off and put on Gehring. And as soon as I do bring on Gehring, I do just change around my corner tactic a little bit. At the moment, we've got Cook there. We're going to put Gehring there instead, so we'll just swap them around because Gehring is quite good at headers. I don't want to start him just for the fact that he's good at headers and can score some corners, but equally, when you do bring him on, it's very much worth just changing it around a little bit. And we'll take off Elliot Freer here as well because he's looking tired and he's someone we don't want to have tired legs in a match, and we definitely don't want getting injured. Mo Torre coming on for him, who's our loanee from somewhere or other that I don't really remember where he's from. Not going to play a lot of minutes for us, but he's all right. He's a good utility player to come off of the bench. And this does look like this is going to be the end of the match. And again, much like the last match, we've absolutely dominated on shots. The difference with this match is we've put 5 of them away. Realistically, probably not a lot different to the match against #United. Sometimes just about having a bit of luck with your finishing. And that does, after 7 games, put us top. We've got a goal difference of +10 as well. Ebbsfleet also on 15 points, so they could have 18 by the time they play their game. It's just whether they're going to win by 3 goals or they'd have to win by 4 goals to overtake us in first position. So far in the league, we're doing all right, to be honest. If we have a look at the competitions, yeah, we did have a loss. I'm a complete liar. We had a 2-1 loss against Chelmsford. I thought that we drew that match. Everyone's lost at least once though. Concord, ourselves and Ebbsfleet have lost 1. We've also got Chelmsford themselves who have lost 1, but they've just had an absurd amount of draws. But, you know, obviously it's a very long season. There's 21 teams in this league, so we're playing 40 matches all in all across the season. So yeah, very, very long season for us. A long way to go. I guess realistically we try and come back now because we've got no FA Cup run to show you, so it is going to be league matches. So we probably come back here is somewhere. Do we come back and play the Concord match? Concord are 2nd, Haven are 7th. So realistically we probably play the Concord match and the match against unknown opposition in the FA Trophy, and we'll have a look at where we are for that. Maybe we'll still be first, maybe we'll have absolutely collapsed, because I'm genuinely not sure with this team where we're going to go. It kind of depends what mood we're in, definitely. If you have enjoyed today's episode though, guys, please do, like I said at the start of the video, drop a like down below on the video. It really does help out if you have enjoyed it. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps get the video out to other people, and we can grow the channel and do some more fun stuff like this series on it. If you are new, like I said, if you've enjoyed today's episode, or you aren't new and you just haven't already, if you want to subscribe as well, that'd be really lovely, and you hit the notification bell, YouTube will let you know every time I upload, and you won't miss any of this series, and you can see how we get on with the rest of this first season with Bath City. Until next time though, guys, thank you much as always for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.